So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check my multimeter for continuity, which basically means that there's no breaks in any of these cables when it's working. Most multimeters will have a little audio symbol somewhere around there. You just turn your switch to it, and what it's going to mean now is that if I touch the two terminals together, I should get a beep that will tell me that there is continuous connection, and so then therefore no broken wires. So let's just give that a go. Now that's the triple switch I'm going to use. It's in the kitchen. I've got lots of lights in the kitchen, so that's what I'm going to be replacing, and that's what I'm going to video. I'm also going to replace a double switch in here, but I'm not going to video that because it's going to be the same as the other one, except there's going to be one less takeoff, so there'll only be two L's, L1 and L2, as opposed to L1, 2 and 3. And what I'm going to first of all do is I'm going to come into my power cabinet here, and I'm going to kill all the power to the house. And that's it killed, so I can now proceed. So it's not going to be the easiest thing in the world to record, because obviously I've got a big fridge here to the side, and I've got no power, so I've got no lights, so I'm using a head torch. And I know the power's off, so I'm just going to take these off just to have a look inside and make sure that it actually matches what I'm going to be putting in. Because if there's no neutral wire there, I'm going to need to go and get myself an electrician. So that's the switch I'm going to be putting in. I'm looking for a neutral, a live or a COM, a line 1, line 2, and line 3. So let's pop that up there and have a look what we've got in here. So if my understanding is right here, you can see the setup. I've got a variety of things. I've got an interconnecting switch as well. But first of all, going into the L on here, on this side of the L, I'm going to run the cable that goes into the COM there. So that COM wire, just the first one coming in, not the connector between the A COM to the B COM to the C COM, just that initial COM wire coming off the mains there. That's going to go into the L on here. Then the A1, the B1 and the C1, which are the takeoffs, are going to go into L1, L2 and L3. And if we look a little bit closer in there, you've got your earth wires, and there's a little connector block up there. Now that is what I believe I have to use the little cable that comes with the with this switch, the little neutral cable. I have to connect it to that connector blocks and then plug that into the N there, and hopefully that will then go back. But I do need to check it's going to fit in there first of all as well, so that's something I'm going to need to check. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do. I might check with a friend first if that's exactly correct. So because of none of these red wires, feed wires, are actually marked in any way, I'm going to unwire them one at a time and then attach them to the new switch. So if I go wrong and I have to put it all back, I know which one's which. Right, I'm not going to be able to do this right now because unfortunately the whole box, the internal box here and all these wires prevent this actually going in there. I'm going to have to either get a much deeper box and take some of the back of the wall out. It's not a huge job, but it's something that's going to take me a while to do, and I haven't got the tools to do it just yet. I certainly need a much deeper socket box. But I have wired up the L, the L1, L2, L3. I'm going to put them back now, and then you can quite clearly see, hopefully you can see up there, there's a little junction box, okay, or a connecting block as they call it, and I'm going to use the wire that came in the box with the new switch. I'm going to connect it to the other end of that, and the far end up there, okay, far end of that box there, and I'm going to connect that into the M, and that should be it. I shouldn't need anything more than that, but like I say, it's slightly too large to go in there. All the cables are there, and that's how you would wire it, or that's how I believe you would wire it. And as and when I eventually get it done, I will add to the video, but for now I can't do any more.